Okay, number 6, we're gonna bypass. You all have in front of you our opinions of the attorney. Number 7, continue discussion of curb and gutter assessment. Gene, would you like to?
Since I was
Hold
supposed to be
timer
the one
here.
brought it forward, I guess I'll talk about it. And most of you've seen exactly what in here that over the period of years, when I came here, we were doing assessments. It was $3 a foot. Over those years, we raised it on up to 12, I believe was the last time we did it. And the sidewalks the same way, it was $3 per foot, maybe 50 cents. But if we want to make it fair to everybody, instead of just going out at random and pick slots that we think that needs curb and gutter sidewalk, just make it available to everybody. Everybody pays their fair share, and everybody pays the same thing. This thing of putting it in free of charge in areas where we think they got a water problem or wherever, I don't like that. I think we're showing too much preferential treatment to certain citizens because of some reasons or another. And I'd like to see, if we're gonna do anything with this, go ahead and do the assessment and use the 50/50 rate that we used in the past over the last 20, 30 years up until like 3 or 4 years ago. And when we took it completely away, I'd like to see it come back and let everybody have the opportunity to get curb and gutter, and it doesn't happen. And this is a way to enhance not only their property, but it also enhances the town's coffers as well. Because there's a lot of people that's paid 100% for curb and gutter and been paid a chunk on change because of the cost of it. And I like to see we treat everybody the same way. Anybody wants it, they pay 50% of the cost. And I'd like to see us reimpose that for anything from the time this ordinance is passed and that time forward.
Now, Gene, you were talking about instances where the town puts in curb. I think, don't we have in our budget monies that the public work uses to go out to do those projects?
I don't know.
Because the 50/50, what I'm understanding is, when the way we used to have it was, if we did a whole street, or 2 streets or 3 streets, everybody got assessed. But if they had to go down and fix, they're working up, I think, Joe, they're working up Kendrick Lane, controlling some water flow, is that correct, Jimmy? I don't think that would fall into the 50/50.
Well, that depends on how we set it up. Before, when again, I'm like Bill, I don't like to keep saying when I was there, we did it, if, the money that we put in curb and gutter at that time was strictly for replacements. It wasn't for any new. It was strictly a replacement. If the curb and gutter was busted up, or the sidewalks was busted up and it needed from the root mats and whatever, and we took that money, and that's what that money was used for. And then we didn't charge the property owner, but somebody already paid it originally. But this will take care of that if we do this. That everybody is going to be responsible for that particular cost, regardless. If you have a water problem, and most people know when they buy a home if they got a water problem or not. And if we create it, it's one thing, but if they buy a home that's already there and they know it, then it's not our responsibility to make it right.
Jake?
So I hope you understand, because I'm thinking, why would they want to do curb and gutter? I thought that the reason why we changed this to begin with was to help incentivize or to basically make sure that we have curb and gutter all throughout the town. So if you put more of the onus back on people who...
No, that's pretty much what I'm saying. Again, say that we have a list of streets that we want to put asphalt on this year, and there's 6 out of 25 that doesn't have curb and guttering. Then we assess that person for those 6 property owners to pay for the part of the curb and gutter.
What if they don't want to do it?
Well, it's mandatory to do it if we make it that way. It's mandatory that they get assessed, and in so doing, that saves money for the town, saves money for your street work, because if you put curb and gutter in, it'll give you another some 5 to 10 years, depending on the traffic patterns, for your streets. It's saving money in all phases of the town. Makes the town look better, and in so doing, it might cost a few dollars here, but it's also raising the value of your home.
Will this just be going forward?
Yes.
Or anywhere that we assess?
Well, so far, we haven't assessed for 5 years, I feel like it. So this will all be started all over again.
And Jake too, I remember the 50/50, and there's probably some liens that are still laying there, maybe BJ?
Yes, sir, there are indeed. There's probably, I think last I counted, there's about 22.
Yeah, there are still liens that are out there that people owe money, but the town doesn't foreclose, they just collect when the property is sold.
Right, but it is a lien. If the property is sold, then that lien has to be fulfilled to get that cloud off that title.
Mr. Seelock?
Councilman Naslet, I think I can, from my personal account. I put curb and gutter. My house was built over 40 years ago. I put curb and gutter in front of my house at the cost of $17,000. I got tired of parking in a mud hole. Mr. T-Wall has brought up many times about how it puts life into your street. What probably irritated me the most was after I put the curb and gutter in, the town came along and said, oh no, you got to put asphalt in too. That was unbeknownst to me. So I put the asphalt in as well. All that occurred because previous town councils had either eliminated the process, as in this case here, or waived. Now, I know of 2 houses right now that's being built that's going to come before us, and they're going to ask us to waive curb and gutter. Now, if you look at in my house, I've got curb and gutter. Neighbors on either side of me have curb and gutter. The next one doesn't. And we have that throughout the town. You have it all over. Now, who's responsible for that? We, the town. We are responsible for the streets. But there again, previous councils had waived putting in curb and gutter, and now we are responsible for some of these issues. So I'm saying this kind of thing here would eliminate this, all these issues that were faced, and hopefully that the property owners can improve their property value.
Mr. Morrison?
I don't like it, because I just don't know enough about it. Here's the thing. We won't force somebody to reinstall our gutter for $100, but we're gonna force them to pay thousands to put gutters in the front yard. There seems a lack of consistency here. I mean, you say it brings property value, I agree with that, I'm always for that. It adds to the hardship of the town having to do it themselves, I understand that. But you can't say on one hand, we want concrete in the front yard to reduce flooding, but we're gonna allow you to have, you know, a property with a gutter hanging or busted window. So it's like, we have standards for the streets, but we don't have standards for the home. I can't say yes to one and no to the other.
John? Your opinion?
I understand it. I think it was probably a mistake to go away from this system. Back when it was done, I consistently voted not to force property owners to install curb and gutter at their entire expense. So I would be open to going back to this system. I think it's a common sense approach to the problem.
Gary?
Understand that, you know, for new construction, I could definitely get behind that. I'm really not sure.
Okay. We have to have a public hearing anyway, wouldn't we, Joe?
Yeah, if you want, yeah.
I'm hearing council tends to want to move to that direction of public hearings. Agree, gentlemen? Super public session? Okay. We all good? Okay. Bill, good? Bill? Move. Public
Yeah.
hearing. Okay.
All right, it'll probably
has to get in the paper, so it may not make it
Oh,
for
sure,
the
yeah.
December meeting.
Yeah, this is something that, they're not gonna pour concrete much in January, February anyway. Yeah, and Joe, if you could maybe, research back, or have staff research back a little bit to, so the council gets a better grasp on
Right.
it.
The little research we,
A little bit of information on when we asphalt, we go down the street, if you don't put asphalt, curb, the asphalt's gonna break away if you have curb and gutter that lasts another 8 to 10 years. So, it does save a lot of money, that's for sure. Appearance looks nice, different, just little information, little tidbits for us.
well, the